You can tag us after the live, can't you? Or how does that work?
No, to right now that the people can see it.
Well, you're live right now, just showing people that we're.
Oh, do you just hit that little ad thing right there?
Levi, hit that ad. Hit the. You mean the ad or the friends?
One of the humans. How you add people to the live? We got one viewer.
If y'all looking at us, we trying to figure some technology out to start this
podcast. There are 2 people
podcast.
watching us.
Hit up on friends on the top part where it's the live's at. Can you press on that and like, does that do anything?
Watch Levi's fingers. He taps your screen over and over and over.
Maybe you have to do it before we go live.
What's that one at the end? Cool. Right there. What is
Finish.
that? Oh, all right.
Welcome to the geriatric technology hour.
Carl just got out.
We just dropped a viewer. I watched it happen live. We had 3, and they're like, it's just a bunch of old motherfuckers. Oh, we dropped another one. Now there's only 1 viewer.
You keep dropping them.
There's 1 poor soul watching this right now. It doesn't tell us who you are, but
I know.
It's Carl's wife.
I want to know who you are.
What's up, Survivor? It's one of Carl's long-lost children seeking child support.
I want to know who you are.
Yeah, comment right now.
Now no one's watching.
I took it.
Oh, we got 2. We got 2 people.
Your people keep coming back.
It's 2 people.
It's like Wall Street.
All right.
It's 2 more people than I have in my life.
Yeah.
It's the Heckleproof Comedy Podcast with Zach Bolton and Carl Lee and Matty J.
One, two, and track. What's up, peeps? Welcome to another episode of Heckleproof Podcast. It's been a while since we've seen you guys, but we're back. You know me, I'm Carl Lee.
I'm Zach B.
And I'm Matty J.
And before we get started, like always, we got to show some love to our sponsors. I want to thank Road Regency and Chadwick's for sponsoring us, and The Point.
And Courthouse Family Fitness.
That's true. And Road Comedy Underground, if that's still a thing.
If that's still a thing. We're bringing it back, man, and you bringing it back.
Bring it back.
Carl's going to resurrect it from the dead. We'll do one show
That's
with Carl,
right.
and all of a sudden people will be like, oh, we should go see those road comedy shows.
Look, if you guys want to sponsor us, man, reach out to us. We can tell you how that works. Get you some pub, just like we want pub. And it's an Oregon thing, too. It's a Medford thing, you know what I mean? We out here representing. Got one of the dope podcasts out here. We like to bring the Medford community together. That's what it's about. So if you would like to sponsor us, man, reach out to us, and we'll just see what's up, all right? Just take that into consideration.
And for the first time ever, we're streaming live on Facebook on Carl Lee's Facebook profile.
Oh, we're
Thank
on
you.
Carl's profile.
Thank you for tuning in. It took Carl 45 minutes to set that up, so we really appreciate you guys.
We currently have
us.
1 live watcher, and that is probably more than we normally get on the podcast.
Man, to keep an eye on that number.
Through the power of Facebook, we've reached 1 person.
It was at 3, and then I started talking.
Somebody just gave us a love. Somebody just gave us a
That's
heart.
Levi. That's our producer.
Levi, you
who's
son
the
of a-
one person who's actually watching this.
Wow, Levi ain't watching us. He watching Pornhub.
Oh man, how you guys been?
I've been good. I've been hiding out at my house.
Yeah,
I got a pool, and I just have no reason to leave now.
You got a
I got
pool?
a pool in my backyard.
What the hell?
I am on top of life now.
In ground.
Life. Oh no!
And just go back. It's like a whole oasis back there.
You know those little kid pools?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
slightly
Oh.
bigger than that.
He just
Slightly
sit one leg in there. You just got
It's
one
an adult
leg.
kid pool.
Yeah, you could soak a whole leg at a time.
He just soaking the whole leg. he got one of them little pools just to thaw out some chicken meat for the summer.
That's true. I just been living on White Claw and rotisserie chickens. You know,
I hope they from Costco.
It's a good deal. It's hard to beat that.
$4.99 for
Yeah.
some chicken on steroids, bruh.
I love how you can go to fast food now and it's going to cost you $20 for a fast food combo, or you can get a whole
Yeah.
rotisserie
Cold
chicken for $5.
And people complain.
You were like, it's too expensive to live.
I don't have a Costco. I don't have a Costco card. Then get one.
Steal one from your friend.
Yeah, all that money you spending that Fred Meyers and
Yeah,
all that.
they're like,
Trust
I can't
me,
afford it.
Yeah, get one. You got to get one rotisserie.
It's $60 for the year, and I spend $200 a month on my eyelashes.
Exactly.
So.
I saw a girl last night with some eyelashes, dude. I thought she was Bambi. I thought you was gonna fly away. I was like, Walt gonna be mad if we don't get you.
Some of them
It's
are
like
out
a
of hand.
Venus flytrap on her face.
Yeah,
You touch her eyes.
exactly.
See the closest.
I thought she was asleep the whole time. But
No,
she
them
was
bitches
eating.
are just heavy.
But she was eating. I was like, she. Because you can't even tell if they looking at you. Sometimes.
No, that's
You
true.
guys been tuning into the Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the topical thing that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's in uproar right now about one topic and one topic only: Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
Oh,
Dogg.
yeah.
What and Flavor
There's
Flav.
nothing else going on controversial in the Olympics, but we should talk about Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
You know why?
Why?
Talk about a span. Talk about a career span. You know, down, underground, hardly
True.
anybody knows who he is. Your grandmother knows who Snoop Dogg is now. And she's probably somehow a fan.
Thanks to Martha Stewart.
Thanks to Martha Stewart.
Name
Skechers.
one other person in Hollywood that has a fan span that big.
I would say Flavor Flav and Snoop.
Flavor Flav.
That's why both of them are the ambassadors of the Olympics in Paris.
That's
I
true.
could see if they had that shit in Compton. That would make sense. But in Paris.
Right.
And it's dope, man. But like nobody ever thought about them two being, but Snoop built a relationship with NBC and Peacock over the years because I think he was in Tokyo. Right?
So he was a guest commentator. This is how this
Yeah.
all started. He was like a for fun guest commentator.
Oh, that's right.
And he wasn't even an Olympic commentator. He was on a different show.
Yeah.
And they were watching Olympic clips of this
That's
horse.
it. That's what it was.
And the horse comes out. It's one of those dancing equestrian things. And Crip's
He's like, "Oh, look at
he's
this
all it's Crip
motherfucker."
walking. And then next thing you know, he's got sponsorships.
Yeah.
Skechers.
He's now a Disney princess, I think. It's gone all the way.
It's a Disney princess.
But no, I think that's really, really cool because you don't see that many people span.
Black. What?
That's true.
That wasn't what I was saying.
I'm saying it.
You don't
I'm
see that many
saying
people
it.
that
I was saying.
black.
I'm saying it.
Black.
Because my Chris Rock and me is saying, when the niggas and water polo come together.
But the difference is your grandmother's not a Chris Rock fan. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
But now, like, the aging crowd right now is like, oh, Snoop Dogg,
Oh,
he's
that's
a
just
beloved
Snoop
American
Dogg.
icon. I'm like, bitch, you wouldn't let me buy the CDs.
Wouldn't let me buy it. Wouldn't let me buy it. You found it and had a family meeting.
Right. Well, that's a good.
What is this?
So here's the question, I guess, from that is knowing that Snoop got in, dream pick for an Olympic commentator.
Ooh.
If you could choose anybody to be a commentator on the Olympics, and it doesn't matter if they're with or without Snoop, just anybody that you choose.
Morgan
How would
Freeman.
you pick?
Morgan Freeman.
Do you think he would be excited enough, though?
That's why I love it.
Yeah.
He'll be so calm.
Here comes France going for the goal.
Exactly.
Look at that form. You can tell he worked a long time on that.
I'd have to go. I think I'd have to go with Owen Wilson because he would just be saying "wow" the whole time.
Oh, I know.
Or gosh, wow and gosh, back and forth. Gosh.
No, I know. Let me see. Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that's a good pick.
But has Deadpool or just Ryan? Because Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
I feel like Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool's personality.
No matter what he's doing.
Yeah, I feel like Ryan Reynolds is a great pick.
Well, if you're going to go to Deadpool, then I want his roommate, the blind cocaine addicted
Oh.
roommate.
Yes.
That's who really would be one of my favorite
Or
picks.
Frank Caliendo because of all of his impressions that he can do. I feel like he'd be great because he'd do John Madden.
You'd
He'd
get
do
12
You get 12 different
narrators
people.
with
Yeah,
one.
any sport you're doing, he'll go to that whatever commentator is famous in that sport.
Okay, I like this. Matty, I know you're not a big hoop fan, NBA fan, but you probably pay attention to this. Charles Barkley, Shaq, and Kenny, and what's his Johnson? Ernie Johnson. I like them four because they just
Because of the chemistry.
and they
Did you
just
see
The NBA TNT.
Did you
group.
see Shaq wrestling the other night?
right.
He starts wrestling his
Dude,
co-host.
those guys are just they have such a good crew.
I just love the way they can just feed off all each other. And like Kenny said, really none of them went to school for journalism.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
None of them.
Nobody that you've seen since Herb Alpert back in those days.
Yeah,
like
you're probably
That
right.
was like the last generation. All these other people were just athletes who
Either
were
athletes
retired.
That's
or-
it.
yeah.
It's
Needed
going to
a
tell
job.
you from an athletic perspective.
Yeah.
The
From
first
a
one I
form.
remember, like being a little kid, the very first one I remember was, George Foreman. He was like the first one I remember making
have
a
his
transition,
Making that transition?
into being the sportscaster and then
Yeah.
the
Have his
grill
grill.
master.
Have
Yep.
a grill.
That grill master. But I would like to see them. Let me see who else. I don't know. Probably some animation characters.
Right. See, I
King
think,
of the Hill.
I think I would go with
Damn it, Barbie.
to pick a couple female characters.
Oh,
or
yeah.
narrators. I'd say Jane Lynch. I think Jane Lynch would be amazing. Her and then what's her name from SNL that played the messed up Barbie in the Barbie movie? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
No.
Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon. That's
Yeah.
right. Kate McKinnon.
Yeah.
You guys
Who's
watch
the other
that
lady
movie?
from SNL?
You guys
That's-
watched
yeah.
the Barbie movie?
Yeah.
I have a daughter, Carl. You have 18
Well,
daughters. What are you talking about? You didn't see it?
Mine are grown as hell. They're
Well,
not-
there you go.
No, I watched it on purpose. You know why?
you give her being 50.
You know why I watched it?
What?
You can't be letting these women get messages past us. Yeah. They're sending secret messages to other women in that movie.
Oh,
Us men
damn.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Did you watch it with your daughters?
Reconnaissance. No.
Damn.
I just watched it raw dog on my own.
Raw dog.
He's just naked watching Barbie.
I
Just
am
crying on the
not
couch.
He has one leg in his pool out in the backyard watching.
No, I refuse to watch
No, you know,
the Barbie movie.
The reason I did really enjoy watching the Barbie movie, because I did watch it and I did actually enjoy parts of it. I wouldn't say like the whole thing's amazing.
I didn't get through the whole
But
thing,
what's
I
his
did watch
name that
most of it.
plays Ken in that movie?
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, so he's pretty worth watching it for, because anytime a guy like that who you want to hate really bad goes and does a self send up and does it really well and makes himself look like a complete idiot,
Yeah.
I'm all there for it.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yep.
He did a good job in
So
that.
yeah, there's some moments in Barbie. Actually, the best moment in the whole fucking movie is the very last joke, and I won't ruin it for you. But as a comic,
I don't think
Ruin it.
Carl's
I'm not
ever
gonna
going to
watch
watch
the shit.
it. I'm
Ruin
not going to
it.
ruin it for you. Carl's been up for a year and a half.
Yeah, I guess it's been
Yeah.
long enough now. But
Ruin it for me.
So she's faced with a choice: do I stay fake and a doll, or do I go into the real world? Because she experiences the real world.
Okay.
They give her that choice, right? So she chooses being a real person. And then the very last scene, she walks up to this desk and she goes, "I'm here for my gynecology appointment." It's like she finally got a vagina.
Oh, so now I really got to see it now. Not.
Yeah. But it's a good joke because those dolls, you know, they ain't got them. And she finally got one.
And I refuse to
to learn
watch
about
the Planet of the Apes.
You're watching the Planet of
I'm
the
not
Apes.
watching that.
Watch
If
it.
you're watching politics, you're already
They
watching it.
protecting that little white girl. Exactly.
You know the real reason?
And she can understand that she got a whole damn paragraph out of her.
Yeah.
She's like,
She's like, Kevin, no, I'm not going over there. He's like, oh.
Right. See, I watch those movies now.
I'm not the enemy.
And I always root for whoever isn't human now. I'm just like, yeah, we have it coming. Just go monkeys. Take your
Not
country
watching
back.
that. Not doing it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the Titanic either. People lose their shit when
You've
they
never
find
seen
out.
Titanic?
No, see? Exactly.
Well, you know what you're missing?
What?
Me neither.
Wow, really? You guys haven't seen Titanic?
No, I've seen it, but I still don't know what he's missing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
that is-
stare intensely into Zach. Did you get the joke? Oh, hey, Nick, one of the Nicks is watching and said hi. I just saw that pop up.
Nick.
Nick Hill.
Was it Nick M? Was it Nick M?
Brandy's watching.
Thanks for watching, Brandy.
Always supporting my comedy
There's
shows.
Nick. We got brunch this morning and brought him to the apartment. Oh,
That's Nick McCarr.
oh, that's Big Nick.
Yeah. Big Nick.
Nick in the house.
Yeah, we got 5-8 Nicks around this bitch.
Speaking of movies, did you see the new Bad Boys? Did you guys watch new Bad Boys?
I did.
Yeah, I did.
I did.
I liked it. What did you guys think of it?
I loved it, man.
I think Martin Lawrence was hilarious in it.
Yeah. He's still a comedic.
He was
Still
great.
that comedic guy, man.
He's slowly transforming into Tracy Morgan, though, I feel like.
My problem.
What you talking about?
My problem is it felt.
Slow down, Mike.
These Bad
Slow
Boys.
down.
I don't know. I'm
gonna get her
it
pregnant.
feels like a.
You're going too fast.
It feels like you already know the joke on that movie.
What
If
joke?
that makes any sense.
True. I'm gonna do Tracy Morgan the whole time.
I'm Tracy Morgan.
Oh God. No one wants to hear Tracy Morgan, even when it's the real him. I almost got spit on.
He probably
right
put
there.
earplugs
That
while
was
he's
true.
making
That
love.
was true.
He probably put on earplugs while he's making love to a girl. He don't want to
Yeah.
hear him go, that feels good.
They don't even introduce him. We got Hill to introduce himself. Here he is. I'm Tracy Morgan.
He does. Nobody what?
Oh man.
I'm
All right.
Tracy Morgan. And
All
I
right,
love
so-
ketchup.
So if you were gonna go to the Olympics and you were one of the announcers, all right, what sport would you want to announce on the most? What's your favorite Olympic sport?
Well, basketball, because I love some
Yeah.
hoops. But I would like to commentate with my boys the way we would do it at home. Like, look at this motherfucker. Yeah.
Not knowing a damn thing about the sport we're watching.
Play some bitch.
I didn't put that rule in, so you could do it however you want. But
That'd be
what
solid.
sport would you would stick with basketball?
I'll stick with basketball.
Yeah.
I'd stick with the weird ass ones that no one really understands. You know, like what is it, curling?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd stick with all those weird ass ones because then I could just make shit up and no one would check me on it. Because who's gonna know? You know what I mean? I'm just making up stories about past curlers that never even existed.
That's true.
Oh, this reminds me of the 1942 Olympics when Buster Gilmore got out.
That move was called the kitchen floor.
Yeah,
The kitchen
exactly.
floor.
Oh, did you see what he did? He did a slap monk right there. That's a perfectly executed slap monk. Now, that move comes from the Nigerian team in the 1940s.
Did they bring cornhole in the Olympics?
They got everything, man. I feel like.
Are you serious? Cornhole?
There's so many sports I don't think
They have
are
break
sports.
dancing. They have break dancing.
Here's the thing. If you can drink, or if the purpose of the sport is to drink and then play the sport, I don't know that it's Olympics material.
Beer pong.
Right.
Yeah, you.
Otherwise, beer pong gets in there.
pong.
Truth or dare should be an Olympic sport if that's true.
Go home with
US
the
just
last
got the
ugly
gold.
girl in the bar.
U.S. got the gold today in cribbage, actually. So
And what?
cribbage.
Crypton?
Crypto.
Carl's like, I know some cribs.
Crypto.
Carl's like, I know some cribs. What?
I know some crib. Yeah. We won, cuz.
USA got the gold in crip walking, actually.
We
It's
won,
cool.
cuz.
What color is that ladder? Uh-oh. It's the color. It's the crypt color. I'm sorry. I didn't read
Uncle
it.
Snoop color.
So breakdancing, it starts next week, though.
I hasn't started yet.
Yeah, it hasn't started yet.
Breakdancing is now. What isn't an Olympic
That's
sport
what I'm
now?
trying to say, man. I mean, if you think about
pinball
it,
a sport?
if you watch ESPN, they got pillow fighting.
They have pillow fighting?
They got pillow fighting, bro.
Yeah, I've
They
seen
do-
that.
Yep, they got
It's
pillow
not good.
fighting. Which is,
And They also have this.
I bullshit you
they,
not,
they also
man.
have another one where these women fucking, the stick horse, like the toys.
Uh-huh.
There's like a freaking
pretend like
course.
they riding on them.
Yeah.
They just be making shit up now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What the heck?
It's like religions.
balloon toss.
At least sports used to be sacred.
What a balloon talk.
Oh, when USA drops the balloon, it pops, and that'll give China the gold.
Exactly.
And then you be commentating.
I want to announce that shit.
Yeah, like
Here we are in the 37th consecutive seesaw competition.
You're just there for hours while people are throwing a balloon back and forth.
Now we're at the Lawn Darts Open. Chauncey Fatherton is about to set the world record in lawn dart tossing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're at the salad tossing competition where Levi is in the lead once again.
Levi.
He's the man to beat every year out in front, just tossing those salads.
China's looking to win their first medal in the parallel parking competition here in the Paris Olympics.
Women's competitive parking event starts now. Brought to you.
There's so many. Because some of the shit, I don't know if you guys are joking about some of them or not, because you'll bring one up and I'm like, they don't have that. And like, no, seriously,
got
they
it.
do.
Mm-hmm. They got it.
Here's the skeet shooting competition
Skeet
this year
shooting.
being narrated by Little John.
What? Yeah.
Skeet, 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 skeet.
Did you guys
Is
see
how
that?
he would narrate the whole thing?
Did you guys see that shooting competition where the guys are wearing all the shit over their head? And then there's that one dude that got silver. He's just wearing glasses with a hand in his pocket, holding the gun sideways.
Right.
He didn't have shit on.
That's
I was
Turkey.
like, this guy is an animal.
from Turkey.
And
Yeah.
he's not the first time he's been in the Olympics, and he's been that way every single time. It is the first
That's
time
so
they caught
cool.
it on camera.
And he got silver.
Yeah, and then on top of that, the next he goes home, he wins the Olympic, he goes home, and the first thing he does on his social media is he takes a picture of him not smiling with a cat. And then he says, "My coach."
Oh my god!
Like he's just literally does not give.
doesn't
a fuck.
care.
He does. You could tell the way he
What a
was looking.
beast.
He's
man.
like one of those people where they're like, "Carl, did you know you just set a world record?" You're like, "That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's cool." And then just walk away. Don't even ask what it is.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
that's something I do. I set world records.
In what world?
I've lost track. I've lost track of all the world records.
He learned how to shoot out of trauma.
No, he did.
You don't give a damn.
That's a funny thing. And I don't know if this is true. I have not validated the following story, but some of the rhetoric around this guy is originally the reason why he started shooting was because he was going through a divorce and he was getting angry and he wanted to do something for anger management. And that's why he took up shooting.
Instead of shooting his wife, he shot
So
targets.
how
That's
bad
good.
did that bitch piss him off that he's all
right.
these years later got silver now?
Yeah.
Living with a cat. You know, I think if I was her, I'd be changing addresses.
For real.
Exactly.
Sounds like a
Restraining
solid
order.
shot. He's got a good chance of hitting her.
But they always say like in shooting, it's all about your form. If your form isn't perfect, you're gonna miss with a pistol. And then this guy stands up here just like form.
Hand in his pocket like he's at the DMV, and they're like, "Hey, shoot this real quick," and he's like, "All right."
And he looks annoyed. He looks like Ben Affleck.
He did,
in that
man.
smoking meme, where he's just like,
you look annoyed.
When am I done with this?
Another one. All right.
And then there was a Gen Z shooter from Japan.
I saw her.
Who a male shooter.
Oh, okay.
Who had the weirdest stance also. He looked like he was standing like a question mark and like shooting over the... He looked like
just to line it up.
Like he was a modeling guy. Like,
I feel like that at that point you're getting in your head to where you feel like that's actually effective because you're like, if I do this, it stabilizes my arm, and they do all this unnecessary stuff.
Next month he'll have a 30-day course that he sells online of how to shoot the right way. That's how they do that. They win one competition, and then it's like, if you ever wanted to learn how to shoot competitively, 1-800-555-3333, and you can get my 30-day course.
1-800-BULLSEYE.
Right. Yeah.
Gosh, man. The Olympics are fun to watch, though.
So what's your favorite thing you ever saw in the Olympics? Not this year, just period. Even back to being a little kid, what's your favorite moment that you remember?
Carl Lewis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mine would have to be Michael Phelps, just the tear that he was on those years. That was my kind of era.
That's what I was going to say. Look at us, generational.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like I'm going to go super old school. And remember that creepy little dude, Scott Hamilton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He did a backflip and almost got kicked out of the Olympics for it. Yeah. That was a forbidden move. And during the Olympics, he did a backflip straight up. Like that little dude, all these other like show-offy figure skaters, ice skaters. Uh-huh. And he comes on there, and he's like the Richard Simmons of figure skating almost, and he just busts a backflip. Pretty much like, yeah, he can do that.
Did you guys see this year? It was the high jump, men's high jump. They tied, and they kept trying to go.
Every time I jump.
They kept trying to go. They kept trying to go to the next level, and both of them couldn't do it. And they were like, "All right, what do we do?" And he's like, the Nigerian guy asked, I think it was Nigeria and I don't know, France or something. And he's like, "Can we both get gold medals?" And they're like, "Well, technically, yes." And so they both agreed to just share it, and both get both podium and get the medal. It was such a cool moment because I feel like
working together.
I feel like that was like the definition of how the Olympics should be. Like they were both competing at the highest level. Neither gave in. Neither could get to the next level. So like, what's wrong with us both being the best?
Right.
And they just did it, and they were like,
right, that's true. Imagine if you were in boxing, right, and there's technically no winner. No one fell down. You both landed an even number of punches. You can't keep going bonus rounds. At some point, you just got to declare a draw.
Right.
And you're not going to give them both silver. That would be kind of a slap in the face.
It's like nobody won. No one's good enough to win. That was cool though to see that. Like,
but then next year you'll have some American athlete like making sure it's on camera, and then he like hands his medal to France who got last place. It's like, here you go, buddy, and then winks at the camera. Look what I did. Foreign relations.
What I was impressed by was a shot put. Because when they come from their neck and turn that whole the way they gotta. What's how you say contort your body? Yeah. Oh my God!
We have a girl here that's in the shot put in the
no way
Olympics. Yeah, Jada, my counselor's daughter, Jada.
Oh damn!
She's in Paris right now. She's competing on the 8th.
Nice.
Wow!
So shout out to you, Medford grown.
Yeah,
went to U of O, qualified at the Olympics.
That makes sense.
There's only been like 2 or 3 Oregon Olympic competitors that I can remember of all time.
We had that one kid out of Bend who was a runner.
You're not talking about Max, are you?
Oh, I gotta look up his name. Look up the guy's name. Levi from Bend, Olympic runner. He was out of Bend, but his story. He's a black kid too, so he just grew up. He grew up. I'm gonna tell you how he became fast. He's a black kid growing up in Bend, getting chased by racists. That'll make you fast. Get over here, boy! That'll speed up your 40.
Here I thought it was going to be one of these things where it's like, what made him fast was that his mother was epileptic and she'd often fall, and he'd have to race from the other room to catch her. And then Carl takes it right.
What's his name?
Racism.
Ashton Eaton.
Yeah, he has a street name after him in Bend. But imagine that, man. If
he went to U of O too, didn't he?
Yeah. If I grew up in Klamath Falls, I'd probably be the fastest.
There's Isaac, right?
Isaac Hayes?
No.
Oh. You don't even know who Isaac Hayes is, do you?
No.
Old school R&B.
Yeah, you
singer.
would. All I'd have to say
you would know him if you saw him. He plays basketball. He was in the Olympics.
Oh yeah, Isaac. Yeah, football player. Isaac.
He was in the Olympics, but he was in for his country, not for U.S.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good info.
He's Samoan, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. Okay.
So he ran the relay for them, which was cool. Like it was cool just getting there.
Yeah.
Like just say you were in the Olympics is insane.
It is.
Well,
man.
and Ireland's having a moment this year. Ireland doesn't normally take home gold medals. They're starting to take home.
You've seen some of those countries, their gold medal bonuses, or even if you just medal, like China, I think if you medal, you get like $733,000
as the athlete.
Yeah, and in the U.S. you get like 36,000, but it's because they play so much.
And if you're from South Korea, you get to live.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So the athletes, how much money do they get now? Because look at the
some
NBA
of the countries
players,
are like six figures.
The NBA players should be donating their shit
Yeah,
to their children.
for sure. They don't get much. They get like 36,000 for winning.
They say they spent over 50. They spent about $15
But some of these
million.
other countries, I think China gets like 733,000 if they medal. But it's only because like if you look at their history of medaling, I don't think it was China. It was some other country.
Everybody gets
another company.
That daggone trophy. Everybody gets a trophy.
Well, there's always countries that medal heavy every year.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's countries where you
Heavy
it's
metal.
a
They do heavy
celebration,
metal.
celebration when they
I
get it
want
wrong.
to rock.
USA.
USA. Are y'all ready to rock?
Yeah, pretty soon, you know, like headbanging and crowd surfing will be an
Exactly.
Olympic
There we
sport.
go. Yep.
That one female swimmer though, Kate Ledecky, she's like the female Michael Phelps right now. She's killing everything. The top 20 times in the 400 meter or whatever, or 1500 meters, she has all 20 times fastest in history.
Damn.
If you don't have Peacock Network, grab it now.
Yeah.
And because you can easily access any game, you can replay anything, man. Peacock is killing it with that.
Do they have
which is NBC, but they're killing it.
Do they have the old school Olympics and go back and replay the Nancy Kerrigan moment? Just
Oh, geez.
Okay,
slow-mo?
that was
Break
them
a leg.
trying to she beat her down so she can get into the Olympics, right?
So she could win the gold.
so she could win.
Or when to go. So that was the actual Olympics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was trying to
It was
get
a
in.
scandal.
It was the same Olympics in 1942 when
Right.
And what was her name? What was that girl name that hit Nancy?
What was it? Tanya Harding.
Tanya Harding,
A
yeah.
Portland girl.
yeah.
She was from Portland.
Don't tell them
Oh,
that.
shoot.
You ever seen that movie on her?
No.
The hot chick that played Harley Quinn played her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's also is that
Check the movie out.
Margot Robbie?
Oh, was this Nick Lanier?
She
said
also played
something.
Barbie.
Nick Lanier said something.
You would know that if you watched it.
He's trying to comment.
What Nick
Hey,
trying
Tim,
to say?
big time Timmy Jim's watching us.
Alvarez Construction giving a shout out. What?
Wow.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us,
Stop
Tim.
it.
2 puffs for Alvarez Construction. Oh, we arrived at the same time. What does that mean? Does that mean you were jerking off? That's gross.
I don't know what Ty is
That's
talking
gross,
about.
Ty. Stop making lewd. We're on the air. We're live talking about the Olympics, and Ty is jerking off.
Man, I could talk about Olympus all day.
So we got Tim Alvarez on. What's up, Tim? Love you, bro. Tim Alvarez Construction. They're going to build the walls for the Mexicans. Thank you, Alvarez.
No, I love that you. I love that you
Thank
said.
you, Alvarez.
I love that you said for the Mexicans, like to keep the Americans out.
You out there.
They're building it
smartest-
for the
sit
Mexicans.
still.
That's the
Claudio
smartest
Alvarez
decision that-
Construction.
You just sit still. We got this.
That's the best decision Mexico could ever make is keep the Americans out for a while.
Are y'all getting into politics?
Fuck no. You know why?
Neither.
You know why? You know,
What's
and
it?
I've said this to a lot of people. Like, I've got a lot of friends that ruin their own lives over this shit, and they ruin their own friendships over this shit. And they go that all they're doing right now, 24 hours a day when they have free time, is they're on social media arguing about politics. And it's like,
a little overboard.
do you remember when you were a little kid and you first found out about WWF wrestling, right? Now, some kids thought it was real. No one ever told them, right? They got real passionate about it. And then some kids early on like thought this can't be real, right? And then no one ever told them it wasn't. So then they would see those kids passionately argue about which wrestler is the best and who's going to win at the WrestleMania. I was always one of those kids going like, "You guys, you know it's not. Like,
It's not real.
it's already decided. It's
Scripted.
already
So Matty was
predetermined."
going around the neighborhood telling kids there's no Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell
Your
you right
parents
now,
don't
there's
love
no
you.
fucking Santa Claus.
That's
so you can
basically
get as
what he
mad
tried to
about
say.
this shit as you want. But until there's a candidate outside of left side, right side that gets to debate, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you know, keep on voting because it makes you feel better about paying your taxes.
I just miss when the world wasn't
that's a
ran
t-shirt.
by everybody's political view, where it was people could just be like, "Hey, who's the president? We all hate him. Who cares?"
I'm pretty sure that it's somewhat always been that way. It's just slightly different rules, but it's always been about ruling
Yeah.
instead of.
But I don't remember
stewarding.
like prior to, I guess since the last two elections, I feel like is really when politics became more of a play inside of like relationships and how people treated each other or how they accepted friendships. It didn't carry that much weight.
It didn't
when I was a kid growing up.
Right.
Well, mostly because people were conditioned that you don't talk about those things because it tends to cause conflicts among friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then at some point that lesson stopped getting taught, and then pretty soon it was like, oh, who are you voting for? And then as soon as somebody says, fuck you, like, whoa, man.
Social media. Social media's.
Well, it made people so much more opinionated, and now you're not able to agree on disagreeing. It has to be like, okay, if you don't agree with me and I don't agree with you, then we can't be friends.
Well, right. That's the whole point is if I can make you see me as a threat to your ability to own a gun or your ability to get a divorce or an abortion or your ability to choose your religion
marriage
or a same-sex marriage. If the media allows enough messaging to you,
totally,
and they tell you that if I vote different from you, that means I'm taking away your rights. Well, then I'm going to see you as like an actual adversary because he could take away my rights. When the reality is, if we weren't that way with each other, if people were more cooperative, we'd all be asking like, what's more important, actually fixing something or being on the right team? And that's the thing. Same thing with these internet arguments are about who's right. It's not about actually fixing anything.
Yeah.
So people spend all day long arguing online because they want to be right.
And just talking crap
That's
about
what social media is creating.
Not because they
just
actually...
talking crap about the political parties. That's
right.
Yeah.
Not with
That's
any
it.
solutions.
That's it. Just talk crap to prove
Right.
you why you're less than.
You want to complain, come up with a solution then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
You know,
none.
what's your plan? Like my plan is like, well, why can't, if there's three major parties, there's independent, there's blue, and then whatever. Why don't we all elect a leader that we want, and then it's a council of three? Why aren't we having that kind of discussion? Because we're so stuck on things being how they were and picking which was the winning team. And, my team won this year, just like sports. My team won. We got our president.
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
shit to you for a year. Why aren't we talking about what's going on with the actual country instead of just being right?
They should just do that with the NBA on TNT and have them just sit in the Oval Office and do like a show.
Right.
Hey, Trump.
Why can't Charles Barkley
Hey, Trump.
and Shaq and Michael Jordan run the country? I don't see what's wrong with that. We all love all three of those people, no matter what team we pick politically. Let's just pick some beloved celebrities and let them give it a shot. What's going to be worse than what we had worse?
I agree. Let Shaq, Chuck, and Michael Jordan.
Can we get
we
more?
We get Shaq. What's your views on education? Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
Now that's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid, Shaq.
Shut up, Chuck. Shut up, Chuck. You don't know shit. You ain't got no. You ain't win no championship.
I played basketball. The ball goes in the hoop.
But you ain't win none.
And the world is round.
But you ain't win none. But you ain't win none. You ain't win none. Shut up. I give you one of mine, Chuck.
I give you one of
mine. I give you one of mine. Hey, kidding. He ain't win none.
He
ain't win none.
Oh my gosh.
And that guy put out a rap album.
It was hot though.
Yeah, but is it monotone like that?
Yeah.
No, he is a beast though. When him and Kobe had beef, he went into it. He made a song about basically "fuck you, Kobe," and he went into the club and it was called "Kobe, Tell Me How My Ass Tastes," and he'd sing that in the middle of the club when he left the Lakers because he was telling Kobe, "You can't win without me," and he's in the middle of the club with like 1,000 people, and he's up on stage and he's like, "Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes."
I never
Kobe,
forget that.
Tell me how my ass tastes. Kobe.
I would have been a sports fan for one moment. That would have been.
That shit
would
was
have been.
so
I forgot
funny.
about that, man. He damn sure did.
Tell me how my ass tastes.
No, but Shaq had some hits, man.
He was good. He was a good rapper.
The way he talks is just the way his cadence, all that. That's his music. But he was nice, man. Shaq was. I mean, he had the money to afford great production, so he had like some dope producers who were hot back then, like Pete Rock.
So did that guy from Tiger King too. He was making some top country hits.
Oh
man,
that guy's. I've seen him comment on like Kim Kardashian's account and shit, like "Get me out of prison."
I forgot all about that dude.
It's so funny.
What was his name?
Thank you.
The Tiger King.
Thank you, Levi, for my water.
Yeah, no, he had a real name.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Oh, his name was
Joe something.
Yeah.
Joe
Exotic. That was it.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah. And that bitch Carol Baskin.
Boy, we ran that. We were hard on that for a while.
Oh my
man.
gosh, that was the COVID show, man.
Carol Baskin. That was the COVID
The show.
Carol Baskins.
Damn it, Carol Baskins.
Yeah, that could have united the country, but then there was some.
It did for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute.
No,
we all
Jeffrey Dahmer united the country for a minute.
Too. Yeah, true that.
And the R. Kelly series, we were all. Those were the two most. It was Jeffrey Dahmer and R.
What
Kelly.
even happened to R. Kelly?
He's in prison.
He's
Well,
locked
I know,
up.
but what was the
Locked
actual
up.
sentence?
Oh,
Was it?
They were like, you fucked too many underage girls. We don't even know how many charges you
You
have.
peed on too many people.
Yeah.
You're going away.
man, you just threw Akon in there. You locked up, won't let me out.
Remember that special
Come
R.
and
Kelly
see me,
had?
baby,
What was it?
come by.
What was it? Trapped in the Closet? That whole like,
And he
bro, it was a whole movie, and it's just him
Oh, yeah.
singing
Yeah.
the script.
Wasn't there a scene in that where there's like a midget?
There's a
with
midget,
gun
yeah.
out of nowhere that
Came out the
just
closet,
appears? Yeah.
a midget, midget.
or a small person.
And then you
I'm
just
sorry,
singing
if that
the
was
whole
an offensive
time.
comment.
It's so
Whatever
fucking
the
funny.
current appropriate word for someone who's shorter slightly than me.
Oh yeah.
Is.
Well, he said midget in the song, in the stories, whatever movie.
Well,
I
of
had
course
that-
he did. He's insensitive. He's not exactly the moral high road, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't look to
He
R.
might be,
Kelly
yeah.
for the proper
Yeah,
vernacular.
true.
Hey, R. Kelly, what are we calling slow people these days?
Oh gosh, I can't believe I admitting that I watched that. I had the whole thing on my iPod video, and I watched the whole thing, and it was like 2 hours long.
The vindication of
The R. Kelly,
whatever.
no, not that. It was his Trapped in the Closet. Not Trapped. Yeah, it was called Trapped in the Closet,
Oh, good lord.
which might have been his way of saying to us.
That's what I'm saying, man.
What if it was just about Tom Cruise, though?
What? I'm lost.
Like if he wrote that about Tom Cruise,
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
right? It was just commentary, and then everybody was like, "Oh, damn, he might be,
He might,
he might play for both teams." It's like I'm talking about Tom.
Tom.
They love to pull that out, boy. Don't play on both teams. Oh, they dog. It's. I think it's so hilarious. Like I don't give
You
a
know
damn
why?
if somebody's gay.
You know why?
No, it don't
I don't
matter.
care.
It doesn't
You-
affect
you know
me.
why?
I don't give
I
a
think
damn if Diddy likes dick. That
You know
should
why?
be
I
a
think
song.
it. I think it bugs people.
Diddy likes dick.
I think it bugs people because honestly, it's a jealousy thing, and not because they want to be gay. It's just that that choice would allow you to have twice as many people you can date.
I don't know. No,
You know?
man. I don't know, bro. No, everybody just don't. It's like it
don't matter to me.
If he like look if him putting his hands on that girl's what's her name Cassie.
Yeah.
I would love to
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
the shit out of Diddy
Yeah.
for that. I would love to get a hold of him and for that. But if he wants to like
He might order a hit on you like you did Tupac though.
let him do it, bring it to Medford, Diddy. But if he
Bring it to Medford,
bring it
Diddy.
to Medford, Diddy.
Next to Jackson County Fair, Diddy.
Yeah,
No,
But if he
they wouldn't
wants
even
to-
book him.
No, they
yeah.
wouldn't.
But if he wants to like, he had a thing for men and boys. As long as the appropriate age, do it. But
Then you can't say boys because that's not
I said appropriate age, like 18, 19.
Like I'm boys of an
Boys.
appropriate age.
Backstreet Boys.
As
If he
long
got
as
a
the
thing
boys
for
are
the
to men
Backstreet
by
Boys,
now.
if he got a thing for the Backstreet Boys, is that better? If he got a thing for boys to men,
Right.
Wait till they turn into men.
you just
and then-
wait till they're 18.
wait till they turn to men. Wait
Like
till the
Drake
men
would,
to the
just
men
like
part.
Drake would, sit and wait for a while and
He
groom.
need to
Just
wait till the
groom.
men part.
See, that's the thing about the social media though too, is all these people that gotten away with all this shit for so many years are like, yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, Kevin Spacey got a series.
That guy was a great
series
actor.
of charges.
Too. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
He was a great actor. That one's one of the most disappointing ones to me, I feel like.
Russell Simmons, they hit him.
I
That's
feel
why
like,
he's quiet.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like
Really?
Yeah, Russell Simmons got hit, man. The girl made a HBO series on her relationship with him, coming up under him as an intern and all that other stuff. And, yeah, that's why he's been quiet.
Dang, man.
I don't know if it's really disappointing though. Like when I hear about that shit, it's just kind of like, I mean, sadly, you're a little desensitized because we've heard the stories enough now. It doesn't have as much shock value, but at the same time, like people that have been super, super successful out of nowhere, just out of nowhere. It's not like, oh, they worked really hard for 10 years and then came up, But just out of nowhere, these celebrities that pop in, like, where'd Ryan Seacrest come from?
Right.
Right. People like that just randomly start throwing them at you. It's like, what do you think they did to get famous? So when that shit happens to somebody who is kind of a all of a sudden in your face person, I'm like, well, yeah, they did some shit to get there.
So Ryan Seacrest is gonna have some charges, is what you're saying.
Right.
Secret. He always says that. He's all fucking.
Right. Yeah. Just wait till the Ryan Seacrest
Seacrest
stuff comes
out.
Yeah, exactly. Comes out.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I mean,
Seacrest out.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not disappointed because I never expect much. That's the
Yeah,
sad part.
True.
Because
I guess it's hard to be shocked when they're at that level and you're like, well,
Yeah, you surprised just because they can write songs.
well, it's like when
That
that
they-
episode
that
we
they
had.
do that.
That episode we had with Marlon. She came on. She said it really, really well. There's celebrities aren't celebrities anymore.
yeah.
You know, if that had happened to somebody back in those days, then
yeah.
I'd be more disappointed.
Yeah, for sure. They're like Elvis.
It's almost like celebrities now. To me, you got to prove that you're not molesting kids. Like, show me some evidence.
Hey man, it's just somebody with a famous name. Just got some sick tendencies. That's what it is. I mean,
But also, like, I mean, back then, didn't Elvis get married to a girl that was like, wasn't she like?
like 13, 14.
Oh, there was
Priscilla.
there were scandals for sure.
Yeah.
Back in the day. I mean, you can name off a bunch of them. And then
What's
half
his
the
face
time
that married
they-
his own daughter that he
Half
adopted?
the time they paid the
Who?
parents
Oh,
to get guardianship.
what's the guy name with the glasses? He
Married his own daughter?
Woody
Woody
Allen.
Allen.
Woody Allen, yeah.
He adopted her, and now he's married to her.
So hey, that's another series that's out.
But yeah,
you know that?
that was a thing. Like these, like Steven Tyler did that. He would go to the parents of an underage girl, and I don't mean like he would repeatedly do this, but people repeatedly did this in music and in film. They would go to the parents of an underage girl, pay them a shitload of money to get guardianship, and then they could take that person across the
do whatever
border
they-
on tour
yeah.
with him and whatever. And
That's crazy, man.
yeah, but can you imagine that? Like you can take
No, I can't.
guardianship of somebody, and
I
then
can't
that's the
even
whole-
take fruit across the California border.
That's true.
That's
The
because
hell
you're,
is going on?
it's 'cause you're black, Carl.
Yeah, Oregon's still really messed
Unless
up.
unless I take bananas over there. You can only take bananas across here.
It seems like it'd be
Hell,
the
you
opposite.
doing them damn cantaloupes.
Seems like it'd be the opposite. On the if you're going into California, there's no problem. Go through.
Yeah.
But you're coming into Oregon. That feels like that's where you'd have the problem.
Exactly.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
sir, is that fruit?
That's
There any fruit back there? No. It's just a trunk full of bananas.
These are props
Nope.
for a movie.
We're filming Planet of
I
the
thought
Apes.
those were
We're
plantains.
filming the Planet of the Apes in Wairika.
Right. Yeah. No. We've covered a lot. We've covered Olympics.
Why do you think that is, though? Okay, back to the
And then
celebrity thing.
We've gone to
So where we're
this
at.
topic somehow.
Do you think they get to that point where they're just like, I'm untouchable. They can't
Yeah.
do shit to me.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's part of who you run with too. I think there's some real fucked up circles, and you
Oh,
just
for sure.
start getting famous
I agree.
and getting involved in these circles. You get desensitized
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
these things that these people get away with,
Right,
and
right.
next thing you know, it's normal. There's lots of celebrity autobiographies about people who took it way too far, hanging out with other celebrities, and then were
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?" and dialed it back.
Yeah.
You know, stepped out of those crowds. How many people are talking about those Diddy parties and they weren't comfortable and they left? And
Yeah.
you know,
Or some of the people
Well,
he
a
had
lot
that
of
lived
people
with
who
him
stayed.
growing up.
a lot of people who
Somebody stayed.
and desensitized themselves to that. The
That's
next
it.
thing you know, you start having these fetishes. You know, you've allowed yourself to be indoctrinated into this.
Jeez.
You know, I'm not saying everybody's that way. Like any of us can gonna go to one party
Right.
and change, but people who are of that predilection anyway
Yeah.
go into that world, and it's like, oh, this is accessible to me. I'm untouchable. I'm a celebrity.
Yeah,
No one will
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So it's probably a mixture of a lot of that.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
mixture. I think too.
desensitizing and feeling untouchable and
Well, you come in. A lot of them come in the industry wanting some validation, wanting some power, wanting to feel. You know, you got people like Tiger Woods who was not that guy. He was not the ladies' man coming up, and when he got a taste of it, he
he
went
was
out of control.
addicted to it. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of them get a taste of, like, you know, they come into that circle like Matt was talking about. They get indoctrinated in some mess, and now they've just continued their own little clique now doing it. But a lot of them were probably just doing their thing, celebrity life, and then introduce them to a little bit of stuff. They're like, oh, that's going on in here, and then they
Yeah.
start getting more into it and thinking it was okay and running the show and being the control freak, the power freak, and pulling in these young people and is doing that crazy stuff, man. So
Yeah.
it's just it's almost like whatever brought them into it doesn't exist anymore. Like now what feeds you? You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of them. I want to get a record deal. I want to get my mama a house.
Just chasing a high the whole time.
Yeah, so now it's a different high. It's no longer just
Yeah.
about the music. Now it's a whole different high now. Because
Or once you've gotten everything you wanted, you know, if you get that much money, And, especially people who start off poor, your imagination's only so big for what to do with that money.
Man,
So you think, you're poor. Let's say you get this money all of a sudden more than you've ever had in your life. The first thing you're like, well, let's travel the world, right? So you do that. And let's try every possible entertainment that we can, right? We'll buy tickets to all the stuff front row. And then you do that.
Stuff, yeah.
And then let's hang out. Let's hang out with other celebrities that I look up to. And then you do that. And then at some point, your list runs out and you're 30.
Yeah.
You have the rest of your life in front of you,
Yes.
and there's nothing to look forward to. You have no goals.
Britney Spears.
You get real bored, and you start doing weird shit.
Britney Spears.
And I think that's part of the danger of that celebrity is you get bored enough, and you have enough money and enough power.
What do I want to do? Talk to underage kids.
How do I?
That's the solution.
Well, right, they're chasing some kind of high they're not getting from just regular behavior.
Yeah.
And Gerard Carmichael, comedian, actor, producer. He's dope. Great guy.
No, I think I know that.
But he came out the closet not too long ago. But I saw it in him. Already saw, I could tell. But Gerard came out because he came into Hollywood. He came from Little Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Got to L.A. Oh my God! Became the man in the Comedy Store. He was like just phenom, just coming up and did great things. But suppressed his sexuality. Suppressed it. So he has achieved so much now. I've got all this now. But I'm still not happy. You know why? Because I'm not being honest and real.
Right.
So when he came out, everybody was like, oh, everybody's freaking out, making a big deal. But to me, it's just like, you again, like you talk about sexuality. I don't care.
Right.
I'm just happy for him because that leads to suicide.
Yeah. Well, there's some guys in the NFL that wait till they get to the NFL
That's
and then
it,
they're like,
man.
hey,
So what Carl is saying is don't sleep with children. Just try being gay first. I think that's
Try
the
that
point.
first.
Carl's waiting until he makes it so he can tell us
You want to
something.
do some weird, wild
Exactly.
shit. Just step outside
I'm
of your
just
own
trying to find a time to come out.
Carl signs a Netflix deal. I'm gay!
Exactly. He moved to England, got lions and shit around him. And he's just always walking around in
I'm Carl.
Always walking around in linen, just free.
He's got Martha
Like,
Stewart as a live-in
what
chef.
is going on? Tell us what's going on. They want to know.
Right. So what you been doing lately, Carl? Oh man, or whatever.
They wait for
man.
They wait for Keanu Reeves.
Weaves.
Keanu
Reeves.
Mike Tyson said it.
See, that's weird. I thought he
Keanu
crocheted.
Reeves.
Seems
They
like
wait
a
for him to.
crocheter.
Hey, speaking of him, he's going to be a Brit. Did you know
They
that?
wait for him to be gay.
He's in a band and he's coming to Brit like next month.
Good man. I'll come to see.
Keanu Reeves.
I'll come to see.
Hey, thanks for coming to my show.
This next song.
That was a very weird impression. I'm not sure who that sounds like, but I don't know. It was.
It's like him and Bill and Ted.
So he's coming to the Brit for real?
Yeah, he's in a band. He's like the bassist or something.
Levi, please isolate the
No.
clip of him making that face at some point and just run it on a loop during part of this
I
episode.
appreciate him. I'm going to gravitate towards something else
Yeah.
that's healthy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, he's been one of those people. I think they're just waiting for him to have anything wrong with him. He's
Right.
it, man.
Yeah, he's just like a nice guy.
Hollywood's genuine.
They
sweet
just
guy.
that
wait
one-
for somebody to be gay.
The one black actress that she's in that one, The Help or whatever. She's like the maid.
The
in
chubby girl
that.
that shit in
what's
the
her
pie?
name? You know
the
her
one
name?
that shit in the pie.
Yeah, you know her name? She's in a
Let's
lot of
talk
movies
about that
now.
scene for a while. The girl that shitted in the pie.
I made you this.
You remember
He
that
smells
part?
like shit.
Did y'all see that? Please tell me y'all saw The Help.
Oh yeah, of course.
I did not
I just
watch-
mentioned
Oh, you got
it to
just
I
you.
didn't
watch
watch
it,
The Help
please.
because I was too busy watching Barbie.
Damn.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn.
Carl.
Watch The Help, please, man.
You watch one of ours, we'll watch one of yours, Carl.
Yeah, I was going to say
how it
that's more
works.
relevant.
That's
That's more relevant to my heritage.
how it
Just
works,
a white
Carl.
girl movie.
That's
We're
true.
one ahead of you. We watched you.
But the maid
you watched
shit
one of
in the
ours.
It's
Right.
easier for me
That's
to
just the
identify with a plastic, vaginaless white woman than it is for me to identify with The Help, and that's just speaks
She
to
shitted
the
in the
disparager.
pie. But she shitted in the pie. How do you cover up the smell of shit in the pie?
She mixed it
That
with
shit-
everything else.
With like pumpkin spice.
Just put a lot of sugar in that bitch.
How does she cover up like you like?
Savory.
Just blended it up real well, I
I
guess.
thank
Ugh.
you so much. Ooh, we gonna enjoy this.
But anyways, I was talking about her. So before she got famous and shitted in a pie, her car broke down. There's a story about her she told, and her car broke down on the side of the road. And who saved her from all that? Keanu Reeves picked her up, helped her go get it all fixed and all this. This is before she was even famous. This is before she did any roles or anything.
Was this the chubby one or the
Chubby one.
Okay.
Yeah, shit in the pie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she shit in the pie.
Was there more than one that shit in the pie?
Yeah.
You seem to be very excited about
How many
this
pie
scene.
shit movies are there?
You
For
guys
not
are not
knowing which actress
because you guys
it was.
are not understanding that point of that movie.
Was
Go ahead.
pie,
It's about-
apparently.
It's about bowel movements, isn't it?
So was she headed to an audition?
Yeah, she was headed to an audition or something, and it was before she was famous, and he saw her stranded on the side of the road, pulled over, helped her out. But there's a lot of stories of him doing stuff like
Yeah, he's
his
a good dude
pay
like
on
that.
Matrix, how he gave everybody like all these huge bonuses because he didn't need the money, and so he gave the production.
The stunt people, I think.
He gave them all like $1 million,
Right.
which is insane because those people they make like 5 figures. Like they don't make that kind of money.
Yeah, but still, he still makes his on the end, so he still makes all of it. So they probably won't get as many roles.
Yeah.
To do that, so he's just because he's set. He knows he's probably got like other 4 movies waiting to be filmed.
Yeah. Well, and he's in a band. I don't know if I told you that.
Really? He's in the band?
Yeah.
Be nice if he come to the Brit.
It's called Leo and the Matrix. That's the band. Yeah. They just dodge bullets the whole time.
Are you serious?
No.
Did he get the rights to that name?
It's called Keanu Reeves in the CGI.
He got to get the rights to that name.
Yeah. No, I forgot what the band's called, but it looks cool.
It's called Dog Star.
That's what it's Dog
Do
Star?
your fucking
There you go.
research.
See, I don't know.
Don't you bringing up shit
that's
you don't
dope,
do
man.
your research on.
I thought it was Dirt Star.
I wish Eddie Murphy would have toured with his band, Sexual Chocolates.
Oh. Diddy's performing with his
I know.
band, Sexual Predators.
Seriously, man, Coming to America, Sexual Chocolate.
Yeah,
I do know that.
he does know that one.
Okay.
Let your soul
That
glow.
would have been dope. See, yes,
Yeah.
that would have been dope. Sexual Chocolates. You don't know that movie.
A little bit.
You got to watch it. Just please watch it, man.
Listen to your father.
It was one of the
Watch
best.
the movie, Zach.
I'll listen to my future gay dad.
Oh, speaking of, did you guys see Beverly Hills Cop? The last one? Was it 4?
I started watching it. 5, I think. Who knows? 4. Just kidding. I can't.
I did not see it, but I've heard very good things.
It's dope. It's just
I heard it was
Eddie.
really funny.
It was just Eddie, my inspiration.
And they had a lot of like cameos of like original actors.
No,
that were in there, right?
part is just Eddie.
Yeah, it was all makeup.
It was just a stand-up.
Yeah,
He just
he's
did a
in
stand-up.
makeup.
He's even the extras in
He's
the
a
background. It's really fucking impressive.
They did all the makeup. He wanted to be the old white
Back
dude.
to the old Eddie days. It's
Yeah.
like Norbit and
Yeah, Nutty Professor.
Nutty
baby.
Professor. And yeah.
But that movie, I appreciated seeing Eddie in that role.
I watched part of it. It was good. I don't think I've seen
Storyline.
all 3 of the
The
originals.
storyline they tried to make.
Yeah. You can only do so much when you extend movies that long. That's the same with
You can
Bad
only do
Boys.
so much.
Bad Boys is like, okay, what bad guy are they chasing now? Mm-hmm. They've done the same thing 10 times.
They brought Wesley Snipes into Deadpool 3, and so that made me happy.
You went to see it? You saw it?
I haven't
Did
seen
you see
3.
it?
I haven't seen 3 yet.
Should we spoil it for him? No.
Well, I mean, that probably is a spoiler in some ways,
Probably.
but I didn't say how they bring him in, so I guess it's not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan called him personally. He was like, how would you like to rephrase that character? And he was like, yeah, right, you can't make that happen. I'm like, that's Ryan Reynolds.
He could do it.
If Ryan wanted to, he could start slavery back tomorrow. If Ryan Reynolds would.
All right, everybody find a master.
Everybody going to get assigned a master. You go find one? Who goes
And then
find
you'd be
one?
like, oh, fuck. Oh, damn, I got Kevin Spacey.
He just says, find a master.
All right, everybody find a master.
If I had to find a master, I'm picking Levi because I know I will be in the house.
Levi doesn't even have. He's living here in the studio.
I don't
What are
give
you
a
talking
shit.
about?
He got an upstairs. That could be my room.
Right.
He'll be
You'd be like, what do you want me to do, Levi? I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do. What are you supposed to do?
I
You
will
tell me.
pick-
I'll do something for you.
shit. Go find a master. Where's Levi? I knew I was gonna eat good. I was gonna.
Well, we've covered an awful lot of ground today. I don't know if we made any progress for humanity, but at least we tried.
I think we did.
Yeah, well, tune into the Olympics.
Yeah, tune into the Olympics instead of watching us on Facebook Live via Carl.
Yeah, Carl.
Hi, Ashley Spooner. I can see you watching. It's not
Hello.
creepy.
Hello.
Ashley's lurking in the bushes of Facebook, the digital bushes of Facebook.
Well, we got 2 people watching.
Man, we got to.
Yeah, we had 2 people the whole
crew.
time. I think it's my parents.
But
That's all good, man. We just having fun. It's Sunday too. I don't know what anybody be doing on a Sunday.
Well, the problem
watching
is,
Diddy documentaries.
Yeah, the problem is
That's coming out soon. Watch.
We ran out of celebrity documentaries. Diddy's working on a real story for us. It's gonna come out that Diddy diddled Tiger King, and then it's all gonna
It's all gonna loop around somehow.
And Carol
Carol
Baskin's
Baskin was
paying
running
to
it
do
all. Yeah, Carol Baskin was running the whole thing.
Oh, how's that for a surprise ending?
I think is 50 Cent making one about Diddy or some shit?
I don't know, man. Izzy Levi saying yeah.
50 Cent makes the funniest jokes about all that stuff, dude. He just sits back and roasts on Diddy, and it's hilarious to me. Huh? Stars.
What I think is hilarious is the fact that till this day, Ja Rule is still suffering from 50 Cent killing his career.
Oh my gosh.
Till this day, what, 21 years, about 20, 21 years later, it still always comes up in interviews. Ja Rule just like, man, I don't want to talk about that guy. I don't want to, like,
just ruined it.
But everybody wants to talk about, like,
It's so funny.
he just got him, man, and it's like there's nothing he can say to make 50 look bad, because 50 is still, he's taking over the television industry.
Yeah.
He was in Expendables 8.
He's gonna be the next Snoop Dogg, maybe.
He's already that.
He'll
50's
translate into that lovable older gentleman that you saw in those movies.
He goes back and forth though, especially when he was dating Chelsea Handler. You know what I mean? So he goes back and forth. 50 is always in the mainstream, loving him, all that, and in the streets. So he goes back and forth.
He's funny. That shit with Ja Rule though, one of the last big concerts that Ja Rule had, 50 bought 300 tickets that were like close in the front, and he just bought them so nobody could have them and show up to the show. So he's just performing to emptiness.
But Ja Rule claims it didn't happen. He's lying.
No, there's pictures of it. There's pictures and videos.
Dude's lying.
Yeah.
It's murder.
Murdered his career.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, you got any last parting words for the people at home?
Well, be ready for the next episode, man. That's what we do. We just thank you. Look, like we said before, if you're looking to sponsor us, reach out to us, and see what's up. We'll love your sponsorship. Again, it's about Medford. We love, being a part of the Medford scene and representing Medford. People all over. We got Facebook friends from all over, but when they realize, like, oh, these guys are based out of Medford, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be LA based, New York based, none of that. You're right here in Medford, man, doing our thing. Actually, we're filming in Ashland.
If you have any topics or anything you want to talk about too, drop in the comments, send us a link, send us a message. Carl, me, Maddie.
We're at heckleproof@gmail.com, I believe. Is where you can find us. You can find us online at heckleproofpodcast.com or anywhere that fine podcasts are streaming.
On Instagram too.
It's IJ. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Peace.
Peace.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow us wherever fine podcasts are streaming.